Alright, let's get into it. To start this off, we are going to go from the very first diss. Basically going to bypass like that because it was really fucking good, but it was more of like a bait more than it was the beginning of the disses. Starting with Push-Ups by Drake.
Hey, I could never be nobody number one fan. Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
This is a really good diss for every single person that was a part of the team of We Still Don't Trust You. But there was somebody else that was cooking in the background. And Drake should have known.
Won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man's on?
The very first shot at Kendrick Lamar. And this was the beginning of how Drake was going to attack Kendrick Lamar by using the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers to push his narrative.
Pull your contract, cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the bitty. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50.
This is where Drake started to fit a narrative that Top Dog Entertainment was extorting Kendrick Lamar, telling that boy to drop and give him 50. I'm sorry, it's just a very fucking catchy line.
You ain't in no big three. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like a label boy, you in a scope right now.
Another bold claim by Drake is that Kendrick Lamar is not top 3. If you remember from Like That, he was talking about how fuck the big 3, it's just Big Me. And so Drake is kind of saying, really? Because I think that 21 Savage and all these other bigger artists, even though they're not bigger, I'm just saying bigger by money wise and fame, that he was like, you know, they're really wiping you down at the moment.
Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1 nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga.
Okay, so there's been this whole narrative with Drake about being the Michael Jackson of now for over a decade. And since he did that, Kendrick just threw a little wrench right into the system and said, oh, so you must be Michael Jackson of now? Well, then I'm the Prince of now, in his Like That. Which, again, I will reference it, I'm just not going to go through it because it was a throwaway. It wasn't even part of the diss. And now for the part that he was lying about, there's no way in hell it's 1v20. I'm sorry, you got ghosts in your mansion. So many that Ghostbusters is knocking on your door.
Don't make me at the chip and nail. This far the top dog, drop and give me feet. Drop. In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck.
What a beautiful, wonderful day. Hello, bird. I'm gonna go check on the TV real quick.
That dot shit was weak as fuck.
Yeah. Oof. Yep. I'm gonna go back to listening to birds. And so, Drake wanted to talk about how he chipped a nail. You don't want him to chip a nail, I should say. And honestly, that's weak as fuck. Then Drake starts doubling down on the whole Top Dog extorting Kendrick by stating that Top Dog should start giving him 50. Drake then tells us that this has been brewing for a while. And honestly, it has. For 10 whole years, ever since Control came out, Drake has always sneak dissed Kendrick. Then Drake went completely fucking taboo and made another diss track called Tailor Made that has Tupac AI and Snoop Dogg AI to make fun of, oh well, if I have ghostwriters, well then I have ghostwriters from the old days. And the sad part is about this whole entire ordeal, Drake didn't understand just how damaging that was going to be. Especially whenever the Grim Reaper started knocking on his doorstep.
Woo, shit, my man said me through that. Euphoria.
So to start this off, Drake and Kendrick are not alike in any way, shape, or form. And what's so interesting about this whole entire perspective on this entire song, this whole entire diss still, is Drake thinks he's making diss tracks and that's it. Kendrick is going for the soul. He's literally annihilating the soul. He's ripping it out of fucking Drake's skin and is showing it back to him as like a goddamn mirror. We then started off with the reversed, everything they say about me is true! And then immediately, Euphoria. Letting us know that this might actually be about the allegations, because it is believed to be known that Drake created Euphoria, and it has a lot of scenes sexualizing teenagers.
Them superpowers get neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling.
Kendrick then starts his verse saying that the powers are being neutralized right in front of his eyes, and all he's doing is just standing there in silence. What he means by that is that J. Cole originally was making a bunch of disses to Kendrick, but I think Kendrick called him up and said, "Hello, Jermaine residence. This is Jermaine speaking. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah, I'll just stay home and wait until this rolls over. I really wasn't into dissing you anyway, bro. Good luck on your journey. May Yahweh forgive your path." He then talks about how he was a famous actor, which he was in Degrassi. He was the man in the wheelchair. But then he talks about how he is spiraling, which, of course, he is because there was a DMCA takedown for Tailor Made due to the Tupac AI.
You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful.
Speak of the devil.
You're not as calculated. I can even predict your angles. Fabricating stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. Yummy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Whoa, there's a lot to unpack on there. Mr. Morale being fabricated. So, that's a really interesting perspective, is that the whole entire thing that Drake is trying to get at Kendrick might not even be true. It might have just been part of the album, which is still kind of interesting, because there is, in that entire album, about Whitney and how he was being not abusive, but was kind of too aggressive during sex, which is why Kendrick went into therapy and went on his whole journey for self-love, which it didn't last very long. So then comes the part about FUBU and Tommy Hilfiger. FUBU was made literally for the black community. And Tommy Hilfiger has came out, the person who owns it, and has stated that he wants more of the high-class people to be wearing that. And Drake has only worn FUBU maybe a couple times, which again, it could very validate the whole thing about Tommy Hilfiger is in your collection, but never FUBU. And now we get to the part about how Kendrick electrifies his fans and Drake pacifies his fans. He does also state that he could double down on that line, but he has a random act of kindness, which again, only for now. He then speaks to Drake, basically saying, "Don't tell no lies about me, I won't tell no truths about you." Which is another statement that was made in The Heart Part 4, and I think Part 5. At least, I think so. But Drake's about to feel every bit of what that sentence actually means.
Benjamin and the Jackson all in my house like I'm Joe K.
So now we get into one of the most interesting parts of this entire tie to every single bit of these disses. Michael Jackson and Prince. And Kendrick comes out swinging with him saying that he has both Benjamin and a Jackson all in his house like Joe. Okay. Wow.
Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway.
Like I said at the beginning, it was a throwaway. Like that was a complete throwaway, which blows my mind. knowing that now.
Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever watched your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid 500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight.
He then plays a game of Have You Ever with Drake, and started with Have you ever watched your enemy down with a poker face, which Kendrick could definitely put. Then he starts talking about how he put down $500,000 into an open case, which again, Kendrick can put one down, basically making fun of Drake and his badass persona.
Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park his son.
We then get one of the most badass lineups for a punchline. He talks about how Drake's family has dementia. Then he speaks about how this entire thing will make him be shaky. So then he'll park his son. Park his son, Parkinson. Wow.
The very first time I shot me a Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes.
Alright, this was fire. So, what he's talking about right here is that he has the gun and he's pointing it right at a Drake. Not Drake as in the rapper, but Drake as in the Draco. That is an enemy of his. And his friend told him to aim it this way, which he didn't do before. But now he's gonna shoot low, which is a double, because what he means by this is also that he'll go just as low as Drake went whenever it comes to being petty. That boy and his nails are definitely gonna need a manicure after this.
Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nickel make Pac turn in his grave.
Again, Drake used Tupac AI. You fucked up, man. You fucked up on that.
To death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. I pray they my real friends, if not, I'm YNW Melly.
God damn.
Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me.
Alright, so the reason why he's saying about Pusha P, I'd rather see you push a T, is that Pusha T made a diss track that was called The Story of Abaddon. And holy shit, it was heavy. It was so heavy that it literally changed the course of life with Drake, to where he literally had to go back to his son and pick him up. What the hell were you thinking, bro? What the hell are you thinking, Drake?
To know this a friendly fade, you should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make Gunna wanna look like a saint.
So what he's saying basically is that Gunna was a person who snitched on his crew, and that Kendrick is saying that he's got shit on Drake so bad that literally he'd make Gunna want to look like a saint. Which I would have kept it a friendly fade, Drake. Should have. Oh well.
Hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
Guy right there.
No.
That's why X is necessary in the game right there.
Man. Now, why don't you like Drake?
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mom,
I don't like his fucking voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
see, I be trying to
I don't
tell
like
these
his
people.
face. I don't like the way he walks. Like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
Moving on.
He hate the bitches you fuck cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me, I'm what the culture feeling.
We then hear Kendrick Lamar talk about one of the most poignant things about Drake. Every single time that we see Drake, he has these bad bitches, these queens around him. When none of them are they are bad bitches, but none of them are queens. They're all just a bunch of hoes. Ovi hoes.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
Now comes the part about him crediting how much Drake actually means to the black community. Or how much he puts on for the black community. Puts on.
My first one, like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from.
So what I've noticed about Kendrick Lamar is throughout this entire ordeal, he has been doing 3. The whole, your core audience needs to stomach that, like asking them where your abs from. 1, 2, 3. Then he's talking about the money, power, respect, the dementia. If it gets shaky, then I park his son. That's 3 again.
One headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk.
Headshot for the year, you better walk around like Daft Punk? Wow. He's talking about the two boys with the freaking helmets on.
I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress.
Mom,
I don't like his fucking voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
see, I be trying to tell these
face.
people.
I don't like the way he walks like nothing. I don't like his haircut.
Kendrick doubling down? I'll double down.
She wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to.
Drake, is this real? You asked for a feature? Bro.
When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them.
God, Kendrick, you're such a murderer. Such a funny one, too.
Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make
So you guys remember how I was telling you about the whole drop and give me 50 to TDE? Well, Kendrick's telling him about his splits now.
back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga.
He was signed to that guy, which was signed to that guy, which then was signed to that guy. Damn.
I think of my life as rap. That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that.
Ooh, damn. I got a son to raise, but I don't think you'll know nothing about that. Oh, it's such a jab. And he keeps stabbing at him with it, too.
Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. Then giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering. You don't know nothing about that.
This was pretty freaking brutal.
20v1, this 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you.
I'm sorry. What's that again? About how many Ghost Riders was on Drake's team? And what did he say again? What did Drake say? Oh, yeah. Kendrick stomped that to the fucking ground.
Yeah, bring him out too, I clean him out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny he was in a film called AI. And my sixth sense telling me to off him.
Okay. I see what you guys are going to say. Dio, he got the reference wrong. And in a way, yes. But in another way, no. See, he put these two names together. And even though he may have gotten the reference wrong, he made sure that he didn't fully lose the reference. See, he made a mix of both their names. Joe L. Hale Austin.
Don't speak on the family.
Brody,
You can get deep in the family.
Brody,
Talk about me and my family.
Brody,
Someone go bleed in your family.
Brody,
I be at Newhall King eating fried rice with a dip sauce and a blimey.
Brody,
Tell me you're cheesing, farmer. We could do this right now on the camera.
Brody.
Drake will never be able to call his cat Brody ever again. And guys, that fucking cheesy fam is some of the most funniest shit I've ever heard from Kendrick. Bro, it's just too good.
Take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst, that's something you don't want to do.
You know, there's probably another dimension where Drake said, you know what? I don't want to touch this dude. And walked away. I am so glad that we're not in that dimension.
Ooh, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more.
So, Kendrick Lamar started a little chant called We Don't Want to Hear You Say No More. And I love it. I've been chanting it all day. No, I'm just kidding. But, it is true. And then at the very end, Kendrick says, stop. Right before he could even say it one more time. I think that was also Kendrick Lamar saying, stop with the zesty shit. Just saying. So there's one thing that I've been hiding throughout this entire track, and that is this.
To back, I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record.
Yeah. We getting back to that record.
Yeah. There's survival, survival. I think somebody lying. Smell somebody lying. I don't see no fire.
Kendrick hasn't even rapped and he already got a W. See, he's talking from his beat that his shit is in outer space. Drake's shit is ground level. On top of that too, he says in the beginning, survival, which is a song made by Drake. On top of that, as soon as he says about survival and sings it, then immediately after he says, somebody is lying, but I don't see no fire. Basically telling Drake, hey, liar, liar, pants on fire. On top of that, the cover art is of a Michael Jackson glove, which, if we know anything about Drake, he says that he's Michael Jackson a lot. A lot. You know what? Let's play them all.
The gold thriller, Mike Jackson. That's a ting I know, and I'm the king of pop. I'm building so much legal action like I'm Michael Jackson. Mike never tried to rap like Pac. Pac never tried. I'm Jay in every way. I just Jackson talking to me in my dreams. And freaky like the red leather Michael. Zombie revival. Lover like Billie Jean, but the kid is and shit. But the palace is not for the glove, no sequel. Dance like Michael Jackson. I could sound like he sang on Thriller, you know that's, you know, but I'm actually Michael Jackson. Mike switched out the glove for the pick. Bro, I'm one away from Michael, nigga, beat it, nigga. Difference between Mike then and Mike now. With the
Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Off-white Sunseeker had the marina. Fuck a phantom, I like to buy yachts when I get the fever. Wine cooler, spill on my white t-shirt, the sightseer. Trifecta, money, morals, and culture. That's my leisure, my visa. Passport tatted, I show hub in Ibiza. Luke Cali's dwellings in Brooklyn just to book me some pizza. Who can reach us? Only God can teleport this type of freedom.
Guys, Kendrick came in fucking swinging. He was ready. He was ready for this. Oh my god. Okay. Start it off. The setup to these lines. Oh my god. Look at the lyrics. Just look at them.
God, my confession is yours. But who am I if I don't go to war? There's opportunity when living with loss. I discover myself with not far.
So Kendrick starts off his entire verse just talking to God, letting him know that he's gonna have to go to war. And he's hoping that God will give him his forgiveness. Yahweh will give him his forgiveness. Drake's gonna definitely need it.
Oh, sure, raise my hands to a fallen sky. I fantasize me jumping planets, immortalized. I correspond. 3 angels watching me all the time. Put my children to sleep with a prayer, then close my eyes. Definition of peace.
He then tells us that he's tucking in his children before he starts to go to war. Also, another shot at Drake and how he would never take care of his son. And so basically what he's saying is that I'm putting my children to bed before I even start this. I guarantee you that Adonis did not go to sleep. Wow. Then, on top of that, we hear another hint into 3. 3 angels are watching over him. Interesting.
Tell me who gon' stop me. I come from love, and still cover my heart, then open me up. Remember when picked up a pen, lyrics that I can trust. Timid soul, staring in the mirror, asking where I was from often. I know this type of power is gon' cost, but
Kendrick then doubles down, letting us know that he comes from the love of the heart. But then he speaks about him and how he's been a master at his pad, and now he's asking how much the power will cost.
I live in circadian rhythms of a shooting star. The mannerisms of Raphael, I can heal and give you art, but the industry's cooked as I pick the carcass apart.
The circadian rhythm of a star. What an interesting way of saying every single time he closes his eyes and opens them, shooting stars appear. As well as him saying Raphael and how he makes art. As in every single time that Kendrick puts the pen to the pad, it is art through and through. And for everything that's been building up to this moment, whenever he's praying to God for all these sins that he's about to commit, then we hear him say, as I pick the carcass apart.
Yeah, somebody's lying, I can see the vibes on act. Even he looking compromised. Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what, you ain't like that record? They giving them tools to walk through life like day by day. Don't speak on the family, Crody. It can get
He didn't just call my man Crody.
Crody. You do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas, I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, Let's peel the layers back. Ain't no brownie points will be in your chest. Harassing ant. Fucking with good people, make good people go to back.
Kendrick is talking about Drake's whole ordeal and where he started getting really, really dirty against Anthony. On Instagram, some tweets and stuff. I don't know. I'm not a person that uses Instagram. As J. Cole once said, sometimes you just gotta leave the toxicity in this world, you know? Especially if it's for the spirit of your heart. And Instagram's one of the easiest ways to lose that.
Conspiracies about cash, dog, that's not even the leak. Find the Jews like cash, dog, I just need you to think.
You remember at the beginning, don't you? When Kendrick was praying to his God about how powerful his pen pad is going to be? Yeah. He was cooking. Going into the man's head. Telling him, who's the mole? Seems like I got a mole, Drake. Let's see if you can find him.
Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever, let's see, have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
We then start playing Never Have I Ever with Kendrick again. And what's interesting is that he says, never have I ever think that OVO is working for me. And as soon as that happens, we put one down. Now, what's so interesting about this is that at the beginning of Never Have I Ever, we have 3 fingers up. And by the end of Never Have I Ever, it's 3 fingers down. The thing that's really interesting is that the people from OVO are whispering behind Drake's back that he really deserved this. It's really telling of just how bad Drake's character is.
Tussy slide about it, this one is just gonna resurface. Every dog gotta have his day, now live in your purpose. It was fun until you start to put money in the streets, then lost money cause they came back with no receipts.
Kendrick is now claiming that Drake is trying to put money out so that way he could unload Kendrick's laundry. Which, that's just stupid. Funny that they didn't come back with anything though. That's pretty hilarious.
I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world is ready to see you bleed. The Elohim KTW. No, you can't sleep. These images trouble you. Know the wires in your circle should puzzle you. If you were street smart, then you would have caught that your entourage is only to hustle you.
This is such an interesting angle that Kendrick is taking. He's telling the OVO camp, he's basically putting a whole bunch of deceit and sabotage into the OVO camp. That no one is believing each other. No one is trusting each other. Hell, even the ghostwriters are not trusting themselves.
100 niggas that you got on salary, and 20 of them want you as a casualty, and one of them is actually next to you, and 2 of them is practically tired of your lifestyle, just don't got the audacity to tell you. But let me tell you some game, cause I can see you, my little homie.
Kendrick is coming at you for having such a huge ass fucking circle. Which, again, with the entire freaking circle, there's going to be deceit. There's no way in hell everybody is in your camp, Drake, or even in your best interest.
You playing dirty with propaganda, hit blow up on you. You're playing nerdy with Zach Bia and Twitter bots, but your reality can't hide behind Wi-Fi. Your little means is losing steam, they figured you out. The first opinions is not convincing, I need a new route. It's time that you look around on who's around you. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do.
You are not alone. Sorry. That was such a great way to fucking end it. This is he's basically just telling him that this is just the warning shot, letting you know that there are people in your camp that I know are on my side. And on top of that, what would Michael do when he's not alone? Michael Jackson was believed to be known that he was murdered by his doctor. Just, oh my god, Kendrick, man. So, after that bomb hit, Drake said, Alright. Gloves off. So at this moment, Drake is pissed because he wanted to talk about seeds. But, again, Drake already fucking did that before. He talked about Whitney, which, of course, is Kendrick's wife. So, he did this to himself. Also, he's trying to tell him that if the allegations are true and everything, then where's the evidence, Kendrick? Where is it? Where's the tea?
Play sweet. Your baby mama catch was.
I don't want to get into this one. This one genuinely scares me. But let's do it.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father, let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man, your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom.
He starts this diss off by literally looking at Drake's son. By the way, this was all in under an hour. Kendrick fucking dropped an hour later after Family Matters. And it's one of the best disses I've ever heard.
I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind them. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. And you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor since your daddy don't teach you shit.
The fucking disrespect from Kendrick is insane to me. From him talking to Adonis and telling him, I wish your grandfather wore a condom. Like, Jesus. And what's so freaking disgusting, and I love so much, is that Kendrick is saying that he will be the mentor to fucking Drake's son. He's like, don't talk to that dumbass over there. Come here, and I'll teach you exactly what you're supposed to be doing in this world. Savage. Savage.
Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never.
He's telling Adonis here that you can still be a bitch even if you have a bunch of bitches. Like, wow. The whole thing about pissing on the leg. Don't let them piss on your leg. If you do, let you be dead or fight back. Damn. Because again, Drake was at a club and one of Pusha T's fans, I think it is, pissed on his leg. And Drake did absolutely nothing.
Code switch, whether right or wrong, you're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what those.
He then talks to Adonis about how his dad cut corners by having ab surgery.
Did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians, get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again.
He then states, don't have a kid to hide again, for sure. 1, 2, 3.
Sure, 5% will comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. Lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now. Just play this when you 18.
My guy just pulled a freaking Keisha song. He just grabbed the card and threw it out there. Damn.
Dear Sandra,
He then starts talking with Drake's mother.
your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with other girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded.
He talks to Sandra, saying that she's the only queen out of this entire situation, and that Drake has put some women in some really terrible situations, which, again, all of it's going to be coming to light.
Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra.
Here comes the next part about the whole situation with Drake, is that Dennis is Drake's father, and that he is talking about just how terrible of a person Dennis was for creating such a manipulative piece of shit, that apparently he has always used the culture to his advantage instead of trying to help out others. And so as that happens, Kendrick then says, well, since he's doing that with you, by giving you money, Dennis, then you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and even more paper. Saying every single time Drake has talked about his father or give money to his father, it's a way of helping Drake become a part of the culture.
Sit down, what I'm about to say is heavy, now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts, I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being the beard just fit him better.
Kendrick then starts talking about how Drake might actually have a nympho fetish, which it has a lot of evidence to. It could be real, unbelievably real. Especially whenever it comes to black women. He's made so many songs about sex. He has a fucking song that literally starts off with bed squeaking. There's so much to this. And the scariest part about this whole situation is as I'm listening to it, all I can do is just rock back and forth and just think about my own life decisions. And then he starts calling him Mr. Weinstein. Which, again...
He got sex offenders on OVO that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a perk.
Kendrick then starts going at the OVO team, letting us know that there are some people in there that were sexual offenders. He's paying these people to be a part of the same team. This is no longer a beef battle. This is just an FBI watch.
I've been in this industry 12 years, I'ma tell y'all one little secret. There's some weird shit going on and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streamlining victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister. Or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time.
Kendrick then tells us that he's policing the entire situation, like how Cat Williams was saying that
came in this business saying I was going to expose. When I talked about Michael Jackson, when I talked about R. Kelly, they canceled me for these things because why would you talk about another black dude? Race is not where the line is drawn. It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
And all that needs to be done now is Kendrick letting us know that the embassy, which is Drake's house, will be raided. It's only a matter of time.
Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe.
He then starts naming off people that have actually went and hang out with Drake and let them know to keep the family away. And that he's here to keep the family safe.
Dear baby girl.
The whole thing has been set up for this one final gut punch. He's been talking about all of these pedophile allegations. He's talking about the sex trafficking. He's talking about the nympho fetish. And now we get the final piece to this. Drake has a daughter.
I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday singing poems with you. Instead he being Turks paying for sex and popping perks. Examples that you don't deserve. I wanna tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. Give him grace, this the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something, it's hope later. I never wanna hear you chasing man cause it's felt behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking deadbeat that should never say more life.
And there it is. That Drake has been hiding a daughter who's 11 years old. And Kendrick continues to talk to her, letting her know that even if there is father trauma, to never try to find validation in other men's sick, twisted fantasies.
Meet the Grams. Dear Hybrid.
He finally finishes off this entire poem with him talking to Drake himself. Aubrey Graham.
I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand cause your house was never a home. 37 but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance. Let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend. No culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother. Identities on the fence. Don't know which family will love you. The skin that you living in is compromised and personas can't channel your masculine even when standing next to a woman. You a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them. That's not right. That ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off. I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views. You lied about your surgery. You lied about your accent and your past tense. All is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders. You lied about your crew members. They all pussy. You lied on them. I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle, this a long life battle with yourself.
And there we have it. One of the most beautiful pieces of art I've ever heard, where he talks to every bit of the Graham family. And you know what the craziest part about it is? I don't even think he was going for the route of the daughter. Because remember how I told you guys about the throwaway? like that? Well, he's always been hinting at it ever since the beginning. Right?
Hey, let's get it, bro. DOT, the money, power, respect. The last one is better. Psst. I see dead people.
Put that on that beat. Nope.
Hey, monster on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They in the street and hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walk him down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch, ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul, I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches, go. The audience not dumb, shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep, I can go further, I promise. Ain't that something? B-Rep stands for bitchin'. You Malibu most wanted, ain't no law boy, you ball boy. Fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie, be flipped over your boxes, or over your foe. The other vaginal option, pussy, nigga better straighten they posture. Got favorites all up in contact, might write this with a doctrine. Tell a pop star quit hiding, fuck a caption, won't action. No accident, I'm hands on, he fuck around, get pilot.
Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that Kendrick wasn't going for Drake's daughter? And he wasn't just going for the pedophile allegations? What if I told you that there was a third one, and that it was way, way better? Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the colonization allegations.
Fuck no Wayne grow while he was in jail, that's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home, y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central, nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena, that predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me, I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie, here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay.
I'm not kidding you, my beautiful V's and D's. I am serious, full on serious, that he has used the freaking 3 throughout the entire diss. Heck, even his channel has the 3 disses. The 4th one, 616, was on his Instagram for a reason. That's why 616 is Christian all the way through. Even the freaking title itself is a reference to the Bible. He wasn't attacking him with that one. He was attacking him with the 3. Because what is the most holiest number to ever take out 666? 333. He was a freaking genius. And that is how Kendrick won the war.
Roll they ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up, it's a must, we outside. Ay. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Hey, what? Lil baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Hey, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. It was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69
I don't like anything about Drake.
Mom,
I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't.
see, I be trying to tell you.
Nigga, he the 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he the 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way.
Like that, Crody.
Friend, are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.